right, about to start it up in 3, 2, 1. Welcome back to the Comic Book Bullies with Nerd. It's a New Bully. I'm your host, Leroy, a.k.a. Leroy. Did I say a.k.a. Leroy?
A.k.a. Leroy. Jenkins?
Yeah, Leroy is my alias. With my co-host.
This is Eli.
I'm putting you in the spot.
Eli Boy Curtis.
Yeah, I'm putting you in the spot. Get me quick on your feet. Yep. Okay, yes, we're back with another episode, and actually a bunch of shit happened on this episode. Actually, a bunch of shit happened yesterday. We decided to wait a day because we heard it was a foosball game going to be on today. Eli, who played?
Who did play? Patriots. Oh, and the Jets. Yeah.
Patriots and the Jets. Okay, so They had a Monday Night Football game going on, but we don't give a shit about that. We only cared because they announced the Star Wars trailer that was coming out.
Mm-hmm.
Not only that, they announced a trailer for the trailer the day before, and then 2 hours before Monday Night Football, they had a trailer for that trailer. Let you know the trailer was coming.
Yeah.
I was like,
teaser for the teaser, then the teaser for the trailer.
Like, when did this shit happen? Just drop the fucking trailer, you know. But we're going to talk about Star Wars later on in the podcast. Eli, before we get deep into the podcast, can we talk about this Francis Ford Coppola shit?
You wanna?
Very quickly.
Bring it.
I'm
bring it on.
No. Put your gloves down, Eli. Put the guns down. We're not gonna go that route. We sparred plenty of times with this.
Leroy Jenkins.
So no, we're not gonna go that route. We have sparred way too much on online and offline over this bullshit. So I'm gonna do it in a different direction than what we've done it before. So Francis Ford Coppola also came out talking shit about the MCU, basically saying that no, Martin Scorsese was actually being too nice. No, really, they're despicable. You know, that's what he was saying. Like his nephew Nicolas Cage movies aren't despicable. You know,
I'm having a bad day.
But here's the thing, Eli. That's why I decided to go on our fan page and decide to have a little fun with this.
Mm-hmm.
And then you ever
what the fuck happened? Like, you told me about it, and I went like, God damn. You're like,
yeah, I kind of took it a little bit too far, but I just did a little something, dropped a little grenade, and it kind of went over here. So basically, what I did on our fan page, if anybody keeps with our fan page, I decided to do a little Francis Ford Coppola versus Marvel. You know, just to see how it goes, just see what happens. So I decided to go on Metacritic and find Francis Ford Coppola best movie, which was The Godfather. You know, I don't know why when Godfather Part 2. You think it would be Part 2, but no, Godfather was what they said is best one. 100 credits, Metacritic score. Only movie I think on there that has a 100 Metacritic score. Okay. And I looked for the highest rated Marvel movie, which was surprising to none, Winter Soldier.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, if you think about it, Eli, that kind of makes sense.
I did not know that.
On Metacritic, yeah, I looked and I'm like, well, Winter Soldier. Okay, because you think about it, Winter Soldier is the only movie that nobody talks shit about. Like, that's one movie that nobody picks apart. Like, people pick apart Black Panther. Oh, the CGI shit. You know, people talk about Endgame. Oh, it's 3 hours long and 2 hours don't do shit. People talk about Infinity War.
Yeah.
You know, they would just go down the line and just start naming movies. Avengers, this, and you know that. But Winter Soldier, nobody ever picks it apart. You know, for the most part, everybody agrees on that movie. You know, they don't talk about Guardians of the Galaxy. Oh, it's a fucking raccoon. You know, none of that shit. You know, they like the movie. Yeah. So I thought it was pretty fair to put Godfather versus Captain America Winter Soldier. And like, which is the better movie? And just go and just see what happens. And it was a very interesting, Eli. I mean, I don't know if you kept up with it, but it was very interesting.
I caught a few of the...
The comment section went nuts. I know that shit.
I caught a few of it for a little bit. I was on the shitter, and it was an entertaining shit.
Like that's the first time I think our page has ever been that active for a day. People don't listen for a podcast. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Because they were like really going in the comment section. I almost went in there and started banning, but I was like, let them fight.
Yeah.
They're like, fuck it. Because you had a guy that came on our comic book fan page saying, why don't you fuckers watch a real movie? You know, like, dude, do you know who this is? Maybe not the page you need to be saying this shit to. But here's the funny thing about it, Eli. For like the first 5 hours, that shit was tied.
Okay.
Yeah, Winter Soldier and Godfather were tied with each other. It was like 50-50, like right now. And it was like in like 200 apiece. Going back and forth. Like, okay, this is getting nuts. I didn't expect this to happen, but eventually, Godfather pulled away, and I think the poll was like 60-30 or something like that. So but yeah, for a while there, even Winterson was actually beating Godfather for a second. It's really funny, man. You can hear the comments going back and forth. One dude said, "Well, one movie is a cinematic masterpiece that will be talked about for ages, and the other is Godfather."
Yeah.
So I just thought it was funny. It was just fun to have people just having movies back and forth. But like I said, Eli, I wasn't gonna go to war with you over this. We were just gonna have some fun with it, and we're gonna move on to the next topic.
Okay, I'll just say this one thing.
Okay.
Now, I love comic books.
Mm-hmm.
Comic book movies. I spent the last 5 years recording podcasts talking about the validity of comic books and comic book movies. Spent my whole life defending comics, defending comic art, defending Stan Lee, So, I also love Scorsese and Coppola movies. Mm-hmm. And I will defend them too.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. You can have your cake and eat it too.
Yeah,
it's
and that's what I'm saying.
Both.
Yeah, I like them both. This ain't no tribal warfare to me. I'm not taking it personal. What they said. I'm like, okay, I can take constructive criticism. Mm-hmm. I respect their opinion. And you know what? Okay, if that's how you see it, I can agree. I see I see their point. But that don't mean I don't like Marvel or Marvel movies.
Yeah.
So everybody just needs to chill the fuck out. Let these grandpas just bitch and whatever. It's funny that you brought up metal. When you said metal music, I was like, yeah, as a metalhead, I've always liked shit that no one ever else liked, and I never gave a shit. Right. So I'm kind of used to it.
That's the thing, Eli. It's one thing to have an opinion. It's one thing to not like something. Yeah. This is something different. These guys are like waging war. They're trying to go after and attack Marvel. They're being gatekeepers. Like some random.
They're my questions.
They give me an question. But like I said, if it was some random person that said fuck Marvel, my mom said fuck Marvel. I'm like, okay, cool. Which she has said before, But like I said, these guys have power. So you have Martin Scorsese opening the floodgates, making this okay. We need to band together and actually do something to stop these Marvel movies. And it feels like elitist gatekeeping. That's all. That's all I'm saying.
They don't really have the power because they can't get their movies in the theaters anymore.
True. But I mean, when the last movie Francis Coppola even made? I mean, shit.
Yeah, they've always made, I mean, they're both independent filmmakers,
Yeah.
I mean, Scorsese's never made a mainstream movie, and,
I mean, Wolf of Wall Street was. I was.
Yeah, I suppose, but still, that's like a 3-hour movie on an asshole.
Yeah.
There's no happy ending to that, and fucking, Coppola, he makes... Yeah, I mean, Godfather isn't very Hollywood either, and Godfather 2, which they say is better. I mean, that's about an asshole too. That's about a villain.
Yeah.
And I posted that today. I was like, just to try to like maybe, hey, you guys want to appreciate, what they do, because I know all the comic nerds are like, fuck the Godfather. Fuck
and that's what they were saying on my Winter Soldier post.
Godfather's boring. I'm like, okay. Comic book nerds.
Come on, Eli. They had to trigger you a little bit, just a little bit.
Nerds are supposed to be smart. If you think Godfather,
that is the biggest myth of all time that nerds are smart. That is a flat out lie.
Yeah, because if you think Godfather's boring, then you better rethink the terminology for yourself.
Right.
But I'm just saying, I appreciate both. I love those movies. I grew up on The Godfather. I'm fucking Italian from New York. What do you fucking expect? So I got those movies memorized.
Right.
But I just posted this scene earlier today. Just say, hey, try to like smooth things out. Okay, comic fans, pretend I showed a scene from The Godfather. Let's pretend this was, an X-Men movie. Right. And this was like the Hellfire Club, and they're meeting with Trask or a senator or Stryker, and just, imagine that, and then just watch it play out, and it's the same themes. It's the exact same themes that you see in comic books. Mm-hmm. So, whatever. I'm kind of like, just.
I mean, like my thing is fun to entertain for a day. Past that, like it's just like you said, it's an old man yelling in the cloud. Just move on from there.
Yeah, it is, and don't take it so personal. Who cares?
Yeah, I mean, because next week it'll be another old ass dude coming out saying, "Oh, these movies suck," shit like that.
Last year was Spielberg said the same shit. He
Right.
said the same shit, and said Bill Maher said some shit, but he was an asshole. Bill Maher, I think, was more of an asshole. Because they were just
Eli. He called the movie. He called Marvel movies despicable.
That's because they asked him.
That's the shit you say for like snuff films. I mean, what the fuck is Marvel done that's despicable? That's what I want to know. I mean,
well, they keep asking him the questions. He's receiving an award for his movies. Says, hey, what do you think of your buddy Marty talking all this shit? And he said, well, I think he. So they asked him, and he told them. Whereas Bill Maher, I felt like he went out of his way.
Right.
To really
nobody asked him. Nobody. Yeah. And you're gonna say this after Stan Lee died.
Yeah,
which is like the worst shit you can do.
Yeah, like 6 months after he died, he's still pissing and moaning.
Right.
I thought that was pretty shitty, but these are just assholes. Like, hey, trying to still do their shit, still trying to make movies, and then they asked him about it. What do you think of comic book movies? And what do you think they're gonna think of comic book movies?
Well, so, hold on, because Bill Maher did say somebody asked him about it also, because he runs a. Technically, he runs a podcast also, if you want to be technical. And somebody asked him, what do you think about Stan Lee's death? And that's when he started being all assholish.
Yeah, they asked him once, and he didn't. He said some shit, and then he said some shit again.
Right. I think because he saw I had pissed people off, he's like, oh, I'm triggering people. I can just really lean in on it now.
Yeah, and he's a comedian, and that's his job.
He wants to push buttons. That's what he wants to do.
Yeah.
All right. All right, we done with this. You put the guns down, the pitchforks, everything. Okay, we can move on with the podcast. Okay. All right, so let's go into the actual podcast. We talk about the box office numbers, and Eli, give it to me. What is the number one movie of the week?
I bet you it's a Disney movie.
It is a Disney movie. It's like you don't even try anymore. You're just like, fuck it.
Despicable fucking Disney movie.
You don't even try anymore. You're like, it's a Disney movie.
The Disney movie.
It was. The movie.
Hogging up all the screens.
Right. Which is why they keep saying fuck Marvel. Meanwhile, check out Scorsese's movie on Netflix.
Yeah. Well, limited time, one night only at a theater 20 miles away.
Okay, so the number one movie is, how do I say this? Maleficent?
Maleficent, yeah.
Okay, I can't say that. Okay, Mistress of Evil. That's the second one. So they're saying pretty doing good, but it's not doing Disney good. That's what they're saying. Number 2, Joker. Still hanging in there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's making money. Oh, matter of fact, before we keep going, where is Joker right now? Okay, Eli, guess what Joker is right now?
Her Joker's like smashing records.
Smashing records. I think is, let me look. I'm not even going to think because I have the numbers right here. We got it covered. We will actually say the correct numbers. Open the weekends, releases. Okay, where are we right now? Oh yeah, it did it. Okay, so officially, Joker is the highest grossing already movie of all time.
Oh wow, really?
Like already.
Damn.
And it's still in the theater, still going. Keep in mind, it won't be played in China. It's banned in China, so it won't hit $1 billion. Right now, it's at $738 million.
That's damn.
Yeah.
So it's bigger than Venom.
Bigger than Venom. Well, Venom was PG-13. So.
Well, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh, Deadpool. Yeah, Deadpool.
Wait. You're right, Deadpool. Let me see. Did it beat Deadpool? I think. Look at this and see. Oh, nope. Sorry. Deadpool got it. I misspoke. I spoke out of turn. My mom is doing me way off. Okay, like I said, we say we got it covered, and then we do some we got it covered bullshit anyway. So yeah, it's not the highest grossing already movie of all time. It's closing in. When it's all said and done, it probably will be when it's all said and done. But yeah, it's at $738 million right now. I doubt the Joker would do $1 billion because, like I said, it won't get released in China. So it's probably going to float around at 850 million, something like that, and probably tape out. Which for a movie I think they only spend 55 million. It may end up being the most profitable movie of all time because they didn't spend shit on this movie.
Yeah, it was just sets. Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, so that's about it. So yeah, number 3 we have Zombieland 2 Double Tap. Eli, you got something for me on
Oh,
that one?
I saw it.
Okay.
You want to do the review now, or
Yeah, fuck it, go for it.
yeah. Surprisingly, it was good.
Really, I heard some bad things about it, but that was from critics. So
Oh well, I don't know. I thought it was good. I liked it a lot. I was really surprised how good it was because I was like, zombie movies. They're kind of, the trend has been over for years. The zombie movie trend. It's been on a down slope basically ever since Walking Dead. Maybe and like halfway through Walking Dead's season 4 or whatever. It's basically kind of a dying genre, no pun intended. The zombie movie. We're like at least 10 years out of the peak of zombie mania. So, in fact, the first zombie movie came out at a time when zombie movies were at their peak and kind of on the down slope on the way. And they kind of made a comment about that because Zombieland is kind of a parody. It kind of pokes fun at the genre. It's like Deadpool. And in fact, it's the same people who made Deadpool. The same writers. There's a lot of fourth wall breaking. It's poking fun at the genre, poking fun at zombie movies, poking fun at The Walking Dead and shit. It's very funny, a lot of violent action, but at the core, it's about a family. It's all about the family drama and the camaraderie between the characters, and they're the ones who sell it. So you actually care about what's going on, and they work. They got some good chemistry. All the actors, it keeps it brisk, and you care. Even the new ditzy blonde that showed up. I thought I was going to get tired of her.
How much is she in the movie?
She's for a substantial part of the movie. They find her about halfway through, and you would think that I thought she was going to be like a Harley Quinn, like she'd be annoying and get on my nerves. Mm-hmm. But she was not. She actually made me laugh. I thought that was going to get the dumb blonde jokes. I thought that was going to get played out, but it wasn't. Like I said, I was surprisingly entertained. And I came out of it like, wow, that was actually way better than I thought it was going to be. And it also still makes it also, like the zombie movies, they're always social commentary, and this one does it too. It's about the clashing of cultures, clashing of generations, and it makes statements about millennials and all that stuff, and guns and all that. There's comments on gun control and all that shit. But in the end, they all work together. It's all about if you all work together, we can find a common ground and succeed. And that's kind of the message of the movie, finding a common ground and coming together for the greater good. So it was a feel-good zombie movie. So.
Well, that's how the first was like it was like basically a comedy. So. They don't take themselves seriously. What I've been hearing is that they were trying to turn it into a TV show anyway, but they didn't, so they said make a movie. So
that's what I heard, yeah. And the first one was supposed to be a TV show, but they're like, there's no way they're going to sell that level of violence on TV.
Yeah,
and then
if you watch the movie again, it did feel like, even though it was the same character, it felt like skits. They were going from like one comedy scene to the next comedy scene or whatever, like different stories, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, and it is refreshing, especially after, almost 10 years of The Walking Dead. It's that's such a dreary, bummer of a show to watch.
Which most zombie, things are.
That's the thing, is that is the zombie genre. Zombie movies sort of end. They're always ending on such a downer. Either they don't survive, or their sanctuary is overrun and they got to leave. But
because it's always post-apocalyptic anyway, so you can't have a happy ending with that. So
so the zombie movie by standard is always such a downer, but this movie is not. It's actually quite uplifting and quite funny, and it was a good time. It was a good time. I saw it because I was bored, because my kid really wanted. My kid wanted to see it more than I did. I was like, sure, I'll go watch a zombie movie. Fuck it. And then I was like, wow, this was actually really good. I was surprised. Very surprised how good it was. So, yeah.
All right. You got a slap score on it.
4.5 out of 5. It was that good.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Highly recommended by Eli.
Yeah.
All right. So, let's see what else we have. We have The Addams Family. The new one still hanging in there. Number 5, Gemini Man. Ooh. Eli, I guess you eating cake and ice cream over there and having a party because Will Smith is taking a beating on this one.
Oh, it's not the Millennium shot or whatever.
Yeah, it's news reports all over. They're saying that reportedly it might take a 75 million loss on this movie.
Oh damn.
Yeah, that's the type of shit that'll get you kicked out of Hollywood.
Well, damn. Well, he's got no wonder why Bad Boy, whatever 3 is coming out.
Yeah, but when that flops, then he's really gonna be in trouble. I mean,
Did
but
you see the trailer for that?
Nah, I saw it on Facebook and I ignored it.
Oh, well then I saw that. Yeah, I saw that. I saw it for Zombieland. Yeah, it was in the front of Zombieland.
I mean, it could be honest with they're saying bad boys. Both of the dudes like in their 50s, and I'm like, y'all not bad boys. Y'all like, old men. Like this shit doesn't even. Because Will Smith could look like he can possibly kind of still pass for action hero. Martin Lawrence, no, he need to hang that shit up.
I will admit that I did laugh at one point in the trailer.
Okay.
And it was because of Martin Lawrence. Martin Lawrence made me laugh.
Okay. Well, maybe when the action movie come out, I'll look at these jokes completely fresh, and that's it. So, but yeah, people are wondering about like why did this movie, tank? Why did this movie, even though you got Will Smith star power? And I was telling people on Facebook, I mean, like the age and Scorsese and Coppola will back me up on this. The days of the movie stars, putting butts in the seats, that day is done.
Yeah.
That's over. So just because you put a person in a movie and saying, "Oh, I'm gonna go see this person's movie," that's it. Maybe The Rock, and even he is hit or miss. Like he's not even guaranteed. Now, unless it is a sequel or as an adaptation, people are not getting out going to the movies to see a movie. And even then, it's not guaranteed. You might get a Hellboy, and they still might say, "Fuck this movie."
And that's because movies are, it costs like a fucking $100 to go to a movie now.
Right.
So yeah, that's what they're gonna expect. That's what they expect. It's
right.
a theme park, just like Martin Scorsese.
People want to go to a theme park. They don't want to see a movie. They want to see a theme park.
Yeah.
They want the 3D and the popcorn and the seats rumbling and all the shit.
And all the shit spraying all over your face and the smell of Thanos' balls.
Right. If I can't smell Thanos' balls, I'm not going.
That ain't worth $20.
That may be the quote of the year for this podcast. But yeah, that's the thing. You got to give people a reason to get out their seats. If I can just watch the same movie, at on TV, and it's no different experience than I'm at, at the movies. Like, why bother?
Yeah. Well, I got the AMC A-list subscription, so $20 a month. It's pretty much as many movies as I want. Well, up to 3 movies a week.
I need a 3. Okay, yeah, who's gonna watch 3 movies in a week? So that's pretty good. Yeah. I honestly, I need to look into that. So
people are asking how you see all the movies and shit. Well, yeah, I got this. I got it for Christmas, and it, by the second movie, it's paid for itself. And also I get points. Each movie goes to your stub points or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, don't you get like points off? Like discounts on popcorn and Coke?
Yeah, like almost every other time I go to the movies, I get like $5 off of some shit.
Nice. Okay, so damn, it pays for itself.
So yeah, so people ask me, "Oh, you see so many movies?" Well, yeah, because I got $20 a month. I get to go at least 3 times a week.
Okay, so that may be the way it needs to go. So, all right, what else we got? Number 6, Abominable. Number 7, Downton Abbey. Number 8, Judy Garland.
Yeah.
I saw a commercial for it. Well, I saw a poster for it. So I know Renee Zellweger. Did I say it right?
Zellweger, yeah.
Whatever her name is. Yeah, her. Number 9, Hustlers, the stripper movie. And number 10, It Chapter 2, still hanging in there.
Wow.
So, yeah. So, yeah, actually pretty good. And I think that's pretty much all the superhero movies we have for the year. So pretty good year overall. Yeah, I'm probably going to put a post up later on and ask what everybody's favorite superhero movie. I'm pretty sure I'm going to get some interesting posts depending on that, But we'll see how it goes. But, Eli, can we dive into the TV shows now?
Sure.
Okay, well, let's just jump into that because even though we're done with the superhero movies, now the superhero TV shows are starting to get kicked off, and we want to talk about Watchmen. Well, I guess you want to talk about Watchmen. Here's the thing.
Did you not watch it?
I did, but I didn't. Here's the thing. Let me explain. Okay, so
fell asleep again.
I wasn't asleep. I was preparing for the podcast. I got a bunch of comics to read, so I'm gonna read these comics and shit like that. So I'm gonna just put Watchmen on in the background. and just let it play. And I'm pretty sure it'll be some beats here and there I'll catch on and kind of feel. You know, like the CW, like with Flash and, you know, Arrow and shit like that. You can kind of just peek your head up every 15 minutes and kind of know what the fuck's going on.
I guess. Okay.
Watchmen, I couldn't do that. You know?
No, you gotta pay attention.
Yeah, like, you know, you watch a Supergirl, you're like, okay, Martian Manhunter got kidnapped. Okay, he got his ass beat. Okay, I know what's going on. Watchmen, I'm like, what the fuck is happening? You know?
Yeah.
So I had no idea what the fuck was going on, and I didn't have enough time to like rewind and watch it again. So I'm just like, fuck it, I just have Eli just spoon feed me this shit, just see what the fuck's going on. So tell it to me very slowly, Eli. What happened in this movie, in this TV show?
Well, I don't know when this is the context or what is canon.
Right.
I'm not sure what the fuck's going on.
The whole thing I'm watching, I'm like, what the fuck does it even have to do with Watchmen?
Yeah. It's like, I guess is it like a sequel? I guess that takes place. Imagine like if the Watchmen comic really happened,
Right.
And now it's present day. It's 2019 in that Watchmen universe.
Okay.
I think that's what is going on. Now, the cops and superheroes have teamed up, from what I understand.
Mm-hmm.
They're on the same side. Cops are working with the supers. There's a white supremacist group called the 7th Cavalry that have sort of twisted Rorschach's ideology. They all dress up like Rorschach. They wear Rorschach masks.
Okay.
They look like the Klan, you know. And there's some sort of white supremacist, you know, group that's trying to overthrow the government.
Okay.
That's going on. And basically they're starting some shit. They kill a cop or they shoot a cop. He hasn't died. But they shoot a cop at the beginning. And they're trying to basically, the first episode is just them sort of trying to investigate. They know that the Klan, or not the Klan, the Cavalry, 7th Cavalry with the K, is responsible. So it's just about them sort of busting up their terror cells, that first episode. And spoilers, Don Johnson's character, he's like the chief of police or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
He gets killed.
I did see that. Yeah.
He's dead at the end of the episode. So
now he's over the cavalry, right?
He's the cop.
Okay.
He's like chief of police. But they killed him because they were getting too close, because they raided one of their compounds. So I think there's some cops that are probably part of the group. That's what I think. There's some mole shit going on. Okay. You know what I mean? So that's what I think is going as far as like the storyline. But as far as like the Watchmen universe, there's like they do references to, you know, the Minuteman. I heard like it started raining squids at some point. I don't know what that's about.
But you know, in the comic they had the squid monster.
Yeah, but I don't know why it's raining squids, because didn't that thing blow up, or is that why it's raining squids, because the thing blew up? Didn't the squid blow up?
I thought it wasn't even really a squid monster. He just like made it shit up or something.
I don't know. I don't know, but they have like storm warnings, and it just starts raining squid, which is just I don't know. I don't know why that's happening. That was just weird.
It just felt like they made another property and just like, you know what, like just stick Watchmen. It's like they did with the Joker. You know,
kind of.
You can't make Taxi Driver, but you can make Joker with Taxi Driver on it. So you can make this, you know, this Klan shit, but just stick Watchmen on it. And
this is Mississippi Burning Watchmen style.
Basically, yeah. They're doing it over again. What was in the heat of the night? You know, what?
Yeah.
They call me Mr. Tibbs. You know, that's what the fuck this is. You know, like I said, they're getting smarter. Eli, they're adapting.
Yeah. So, next thing you know, they're making X-Men with the Godfather with X-Men.
It's an idea waiting to happen.
Yeah, Hellfire Club.
Now, please tell me, because this is the only part that I did pay attention to. What the hell did the Tulsa, Oklahoma massacre have to do with anything of this?
Well, it takes place in Tulsa.
Okay.
I think because some kid survives. Remember at the beginning, he's watching some like serial movie.
It's supposed to be some black hero and
the black superhero.
Yeah.
The Hooded Justice or whatever the fuck he was called.
Mm-hmm.
He's in the theater while the little black kid's watching that in the theater, and then that's when the bombing starts.
Right.
And then he walks outside, and it's the whole, you know, Tulsa bombing, and he escapes. But I think, remember Louis Gossett
And there was a
Jr.?
baby there too. It was like he gets assigned like take care of the boy, and he
Yeah,
gets
take
a
care
baby.
of this baby. And then you see Louis Gossett Jr. He's in a wheelchair. I think that baby is Louis Gossett Jr.
must be the baby.
Yeah, because Louis Gossett Jr. is an old man in a wheelchair.
Okay, so what the fuck did Louis Gossett Jr. have to do with anything? I mean, I know he's older in a wheelchair, and I know he's sitting there at the end with Don Johnson swinging from a tree. But what does he have to do with anything?
I don't know, because I think he's is he her grandfather? What's her name? The night nurse or night ninja or night nun? What was her name?
Oh, I don't know.
Regina King's character.
Yeah.
She was like a superhero with like a nun. She dressed up like as a nun.
I love Regina King, but every time I hear her talk, all I hear is Huey from the Boondocks. So it kind of takes me out of the moment, but that's just me.
Yeah. Well, so Regina King, she's a superhero. She works with the cops. Mm-hmm. I think that's her dad or granddad, because at the beginning she's like, he asked her about, when her restaurant's opening and shit, and then he goes something like, "You think I could lift 200 pounds?" So I think he might have abilities or something. I don't know. They haven't really explained. So this is, like I said, this is episode 1.
Okay, because it feels like to me, Eli, like the Tulsa, Oklahoma bombing was shoehorned in.
Okay.
And I don't know how I feel about that. Just to throw in a real event that most people hadn't heard of, just throw it in for shock value.
I get that. I think that what I found interesting is they're really tackling racism in this thing.
Right, and if you want to tackle racism, if you really want to drive their point home, do the talk. Can we go to history class for a second?
Sure.
Because they don't talk about this in the history books in your school. No. So let me just actually talk about the Tulsa, Oklahoma bombing. So has anybody actually seen Watchmen and saw the beginning of that, saw Tulsa, Oklahoma 1921? Yes, that was a real event. It really happened. Well, the whole thing behind it, because I want everybody to Google Black Wall Street. That's what the whole thing happened from. Yes. Yeah. So Black Wall Street, back to time, we all know in the South that segregation was a thing. Well, the thing is, Black Wall Street, the black dollar in Black Wall Street actually was worth more money than the other dollar in Oklahoma. And the other people didn't like that. So they made up some bullshit. Somebody got raped, somebody got beat up, whatever like that. Just an excuse to attack, Black Wall Street and destroy it. And what they did, actually sent planes, like you saw in the show, sent planes and bomb the area. Completely destroyed it, killed everybody. And they like to call, and sometimes you like to hear it called the Tulsa riots of 20. There was no fucking riot. It was a massacre. Yeah. People were killed left and right. That's what happened in there. That's why I kind of feel kind of funny about them just using this for shock value. And hopefully they'll bring it home in the next episode, something like that. But I don't know. It's just like, it's kind of like you start off a show with 9/11 and then you do it about, the Avengers and bullshit,
Yeah. And I think, and
I got another thing about that because, and actually, I find this out later on about the whole Tulsa bomber incident. So there's a band from Tulsa, Oklahoma called the Gap Band. You probably heard of them. Charlie Wilson, big dude. So there was a song called "You Dropped the Bomb on Me, Baby."
Oh yeah,
that song was about that. Everybody thought it was a love song. No, they were talking about.
I did not know that.
Yeah, they were talking about the Tulsa, Oklahoma massacre because they actually.
Well, goddamn, that's a boner killer like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Damn.
Matter of fact, Gap actually means from like the streets. I actually looked up today. It's like whatever the streets are, like Pine and Avenue or something like that. The streets that surrounded Black Wall Street, they were like GAP. That's where the Gap Band comes from.
Oh no shit.
Yeah. So really fucked up, but I still love that song.
Yeah, I did not know that.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to listen to that in a whole new context.
Right. Like I'm thinking, it's a love song. It's kind of like you listen to "Baby Got Back" and it's really about like social inequality or some shit. You're like, what happened? Yeah. So, but that's all I got. Like I said, but after that, I kind of lost interest in the whole show because honestly, watching the Tulsa, Oklahoma massacre, I didn't know how I wanted to if I even wanted to continue with this show. That's the thing. Because I didn't know what angle they were taking it.
This is funny. It's not funny, but I read Bitterroot earlier this year. That comic, the horror comic that takes place in Harlem.
I think they sold the movie rights to that also, or TV.
Yeah, they're making a show or a movie out of it. David F. Walker and some other bunch of writers, bunch of black artists got together and made this really awesome horror comic called Bitterroot. And there's characters in that story that experienced the Tulsa bombings.
Oh shit! Okay.
So. That's what I thought of. when I was watching it, I was like, oh shit, these motherfuckers just ripped off Bitterroot.
Oh damn.
But I mean, I see what you're saying. I also think they're shedding light on this event.
Right.
You know,
because it's an event that most people don't know about. Like I said, it's not in the history books at all. You know.
Which will educate, which will, like you said, bait and switch. What did they do with the Joker? They fucking made a Joker movie with Taxi Driver, and they exposed comic book nerds to Martin Scorsese, who they love right now.
Right.
But one of the comments that Martin Scorsese said was, comic book movies don't educate, and kids aren't going to learn shit from comic book movies. Well, I think this just basically slapped them in the face.
Right. Hey, everything I learned about Norse mythology, I learned from a Thor comic.
From Thor. I learned from black metal, but
okay.
I think them including that, because I wasn't expecting that. I was like, oh shit, they're going here.
Honestly, Eli, I had no interest in this show at all. You know, because so many people have tried to redo Watchmen without Alan Moore, and it just falls flat on his face. I'm like, what's the point? But when I heard about that, somebody told me at work that they did it. I was like, they did what? That's when I went out and started watching the show. Because before that, I didn't care.
Yeah, because I was just curious. I was like, fuck it, the Watchmen show's on. Let me check it out. And I didn't think I was gonna give a fuck, but that opening like hooked me in.
Yeah,
I was like, wow, they're going there, and the fact that as the show went on, like they're really diving into race. So it seems like they're attacking race and racial tensions the same way the original Watchmen comic tackled the Cold War when it was first released.
You say nationalism, basically,
yeah. Yeah. So it seems like this show is attacking or tackling issues that are very relevant right now, and going there, like just straight up, oh yeah, you didn't know about this, did you? You don't know about.
But see, Eli, this the whole point I'm trying to make. Like seeing like the conversation that we're having right now. If it was really just as frivolous or shallow as the gatekeepers say they are, nobody would watch this shit. Nobody would care.
Yeah.
It's the fact that we can dive deep into it, especially with Watchmen. It's on the top selling list of like everybody's list.
And Watchmen dealt with a lot of relevant issues of the day. I mean, nuclear war. I mean, this was 86 or mid 80s. Russia and United States were fitting to kick each other's asses.
Right.
Nuclear war and Star Wars. I mean, that was a threat. Everyone was. I remember I was in New York. I remember graffiti, no nukes all over the bridges and the walls. And,
oh yeah, that was a scary thing there. Yeah.
Yeah. And here was this comic that was commenting all that. Commenting on these ultra-fascist countries and the superheroes and the government that were trying to keep everything in order.
And so even our heroes really weren't that heroic in that book.
Yeah, and the fact that the cops and the superheroes are on the same side now, that's a comment in itself in the show.
That is a comment. I'd like to see where they go with that.
Yeah, there's a distrust of cops. In fact, in the show, the cops aren't allowed to use their guns. They had to fucking... He's got authorized use. His gun is on lockdown in his car, and he has to call in to get, permission to use his gun, and they have to unlock it from the station. And I think whoever was unlocking that gun set him up because he kept delaying it. So that's just another theory of mine. I guess I'm into. You know what? I think I'm into the show.
And now that you spoon fed me this show and broke it down to me, I'm gonna rewatch it again. I didn't have a chance to really sit down and watch it because I had so much other shit going on.
And the fact that this white supremacist group is calling themselves the 7th Cavalry with a K. Mm-hmm. The 7th Cavalry, that was Custer's regiment.
Oh,
they were the ones who did the Wounded Knee Massacre. They were involved with a lot of wars against natives. They were responsible for a lot of the native removal back in the day.
I like how you use that euphemism, removal.
Yeah, removal. Yes, military intelligence. So yeah, I found that interesting. I think, like I said, they're really attacking racism with this show and really pushing it. So that's why I was surprised that they went that deep into it. You know, like I said, the Tulsa thing hooked me. I was like, whoa. And the fact that Black Oklahoma, did you see that where they're doing Oklahoma?
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah.
Black
I saw
folks
that.
and shit, and like, you know, so, and the fact that, was it Robert Red who was president? She says the Redford.
Yeah, I think Robert Redford, like, actually, the real Robert Redford is the president. Like, he's gonna show up in the show. Yeah,
and he's like some sort of reparations or something. Like the one kid asked the teacher, like, did you pay for it with the Robert Redford funds or whatever the fuck he called it? And then the kid attacked him, and you know, he's racist and all that shit. You know, so yeah, I was again surprised that I got into it as much as I did. Like I said, I was just curious, and then it held my attention. So
nice. Okay.
We'll see where it goes. You know, okay. Episode 1. You know.
Okay, give it a rating. Give it a rating.
I'll give it a 4 out of 5.
4 out of 5. I can't give it a rating because I didn't watch all the way through, and plus you had to break it down for me. So
yeah. But I thought the superhero shit. I thought Regina King as a superhero.
Yeah.
I never thought I'd see that, and she was dope. She was awesome.
Regina King, she's awesome in everything. Since she was Brendan 227. I love her.
And the soundtrack with Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross. The sound, like, the score is cool. So if you're into Nine Inch Nails, you know, check that shit out.
Okay, so Watchmen, highly recommended. Oh, all right. Now we actually got to talk about some depressing shit.
Okay.
Star Wars.
Bloodshot.
Oh yeah. Bloodshot. Okay, let's get a beat. Yeah. Okay, so Bloodshot came out with a teaser trailer, and for those that don't know about what Bloodshot is, because we never talk about it on this show at all, and that is for a reason. Bloodshot is a '90s Valiant comic, and I won't say '90s because he actually made a comeback, so he's relevant now. But he's a Valiant comic, so it's not DC, not Marvel. It is I won't even say independent, but another label.
Yeah.
You know? They got their own own universe.
Yeah, they
do.
Own
superheroes, own continuity, own canon, stuff like that. So Bloodshot is just like the gateway drug. It's just to get the ball rolling. He's their Tony Stark. You know?
Is he? I thought he was like their Deadpool.
Metaphor, figuratively speaking.
I guess.
He's opening the door for everybody else. You know?
Yeah. Okay, sure.
Not that he's Tony Stark, but he's really Wolverine. But we're not going to go there.
Archer and Armstrong ain't on there?
They're going to send all those. If Bloodshot is a hit, then they're going to get the ball rolling on the Valiant universe, cinematic universe, the VCU. That sounds like a sexual disease, but whatever. Okay, but anyway, what Bloodshot is. So this is a movie. You saw the trailer. He's a cyborg. It reminded me of RoboCop, but whatever. Point is, what you think, Eli? What you think about the trailer of Bloodshot?
I thought it looked fucking cool as hell.
I did. You know what? When I saw that trailer, I got proud of Eric for a second.
I
don't know Eric Bogard.
Yeah, shout out to Eric. I saw his band. I went to a show. I saw his band last night.
Yeah, like if I would have saw Eric and I saw that Bloodshot trailer, I would have hugged him.
He's all over the fucking Facebook. Oh, I can't wait.
Man, it's like seeing your son get the starting position on the football team. Man, that's what it feels like.
Yeah. How we felt back in '89 when we saw the Batman trailer.
Right, that's how they feel now. Y'all feel what we felt like, you know.
Yeah.
Like I don't get that feeling from you, but I'm happy for you, you know.
Yeah. And it was cool. Like, wow, this looks fucking dope.
Yeah, so this could get a whole thing. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be R-rated because hell, the damn trailer was R-rated.
Oh yeah,
you know.
Yeah, that band trailer. Yeah, it shows him getting shot in the face and
he's just still going at people like that.
Shit.
Now, my whole thing, Eli, is that I don't know if Vin Diesel is not who I pictured as Bloodshot. Whenever I read the comics or looked at the covers and anything like that, I'll picture maybe somebody else. But you got to get a name for these type of movies. Mm-hmm. Like a big name like Will Smith won't sell a movie nobody heard of. But if it's like a comic book property or adaptation, you got to get a big name to sell it. Because Bloodshot won't sell it on its own. But if you get Vin Diesel as a superhero, people are like, huh, okay. Even though people have never heard of Bloodshot, just the fact that you could just slap on there, and even you saw it on the trailer, based on the best-selling comic, graphic novel. That's all you got to say nowadays. You say that, you sell a movie.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a comic book. Okay, I've never heard of this guy before. Don't know what the fuck it's about, but I'm going to go see it anyway, Fuck it.
And this is just the shot in the ass that the comic book movies need nowadays.
Yeah, I mean it's
Especially with-
different, right? And but we gotta see what Valiant do. Valiant has to carve their own path. They can't out Marvel. They can't out DC. Even DC don't know what the fuck they're gonna do right now. But the VCU or whatever the fuck they're gonna call themselves, they have to carve their own path. If they can find their own niche and find out what makes them, they're in there.
Well, I was talking to my brother today, and he saw it. He's like, "Damn, that looks dope." He's like, "Sony should totally do, like, take Valiant properties and just go hard R."
I think Sony bought all the movies, didn't he? Like the movie rights,
Yeah, they bought Valiant. Yeah, they can do the psyops, or what are they called? What are the fucking Harbinger? What are the X-Men? The Valiant X-Men. Harbingers. Yeah, right. They could totally do like a hard R. They could be like the hard R comic books, and you know, establish themselves as the ballsy, you know, hard violence R that I want.
Because Fox can't do it anymore. They got bought out by Disney.
Yeah.
You know,
Marvel's
DC can only do so much. Yes, Joker's hard R, but who else they got? Flash, Cyborg. You can't do hard R with them. Booster Gold. I mean, shit. So yeah, if they go that route, hard R stuff like that, they can do it.
They could. And that's just what the comic book movies need right now, especially that after, you know, OG Avengers are done.
Right. And they can do what DC can't do. Actually make this shit cohesive and you know, canonical. Like connected.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because even Marvel said this shit really won't be too connected now the end game is gone. So they've done it, but it won't be as connected as it is now. DC said, fuck it, we're done. So if Valiant can pull this shit together, they could do it. You know.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Like I said, I'm rooting for those guys. You know,
and I thought it looked dope. I'm excited. I'm excited for it. I was like, wow, that looks fucking cool.
Yeah, Eric, I know you don't listen to us, but we're rooting for you.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I shared it. I shared the trailer on my timeline. He like, dude, I'm so excited. Yeah, he's.
Valiant's gonna have a fucking 2-hour podcast on.
Yeah.
The Green Ranger from the '90s. He probably gonna co-host the show for them. Shit. All right, so okay, now can we get to the depressing shit now?
I don't know what you're depressed about. I'm fucking.
I know you're excited. I know you're excited. Okay, so let's talk about Star Wars.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about Star Wars: The Rise of the Last Rebirth of the Skywalker. What was the name of it? Okay, so last one, according to what they're saying, it's the end of the Skywalker saga. Eli, yes, the trailer had me hyped. The trailer is exciting. All kind of crazy shit going on. Bombarded my senses. I'm like, this is Star Wars. You know, you get that score, you know, going. I don't know. Is John Williams back? Is he doing the score?
I think this is the last one he's doing.
Okay, I think he's the last one he's doing because I heard some remixes to the regular standard Star Wars theme we've heard before, but I liked it. You know, I was like, okay, that's cool. You know, because John Williams, he can play around with this. It's his stuff. He can do what he wants to with it. You know.
Yeah.
Oh. But like I said, it's a trailer, Eli. My arms are still folded. I'm like, yeah, I've been hurt before. You know, you can give me a awesome, exciting trailer and I get in there and I don't know. So I don't know. But they're saying we saw the trailer tonight. They saying like whatever the first weekend of Endgame or Infinity War, something like that. They said Star Wars already shattered that for pre-order sales.
Oh, really? So, I got my tickets.
Yeah, I need to get my tickets after this podcast ended. Hopefully, I can still get tickets.
Yeah, my theater was all. It's the late showing because that's all that's left.
Yeah, so I'm gonna buy 2 tickets. Have no idea who I'm going with, but I'm gonna buy 2 anyway.
Yeah, I got 2 tickets too. Because last time I bought I remember I bought like 4 tickets for like Rogue One, and then fucking no one wanted to go, and she was like, "Damn it!" Like,
hey, you got room to kick your feet up.
Yeah. Nope, these are taken.
Like this asshole, you know.
Yeah.
Oh man. So yeah, I guess that wasn't too depressing. Yeah, Star Wars. Like I said, my arms folded. I'm still gonna go see it. Still gonna get tickets for it. I don't know, Eli. I'm nervous. That's all.
Yeah, I don't know. I you know, it's a movie. What?
Yeah, I mean, no matter what happens, I'm gonna be entertained.
Yeah, and I think for me, what stood out was the C-3PO. saying he's gonna say his last, this is my last time seeing my friends and shit. And of course, we all know what that means.
Yeah.
This is a goodbye. This is goodbye. All I know is they better not destroy the Millennium Falcon. That's gonna piss me.
Right. They can't destroy the Millennium. But you never know. This is it, Eli. This is their end game.
Yeah, but we
don't know.
I'd be so mad. Like, don't do that.
Yeah, so they can kill Han Solo, but the Millennium Falcon, that's where you draw the line.
Don't fuck up the Millennium Falcon. Because I felt like that was the passing of the torch. The fact that Rey got the ship.
Yeah.
And, she's the new pilot, and I was like, that's the passing of the new generation.
Hell, I don't even think she got the ship. It belonged to Chewbacca.
Yeah.
It's my shit.
So, I thought, same thing. It looked cool. Lightsabers, spaceships, Palpatine's there doing some shit. Hearing Luke talk, the shit about fear, a Jedi must face his fear. Seeing Leia, that's gonna, that got me. The last trailer got me when I saw Leia in there, and like, oh man, just knowing what's
right. That's it.
Yeah. So I think, as a Star Wars fan, I'm stoked. And it's probably gonna play with my emotions a little bit. I don't care. I'm stoked. I don't care. I'm just
saying it's gonna be interesting. Like, one way or another, it's gonna
I'm
be
not going on the internet. I'm not saying shit because I know
I'm gonna post it on the fan page. You can't avoid it. You think Francis Ford Coppola shit was out of hand? Wait till I post the Star Wars shit.
I already saw, man. Like between.
In
the 2 hours it's come out, I've seen like the threads already. Yeah. Fucking yeah.
Like I said, we've already said it. The worst thing about Star Wars are the Star Wars fans.
Yeah, fucking it all up, ruining the fun. Fuck you. You like this? You're a piece of shit. I don't like this. Look at me.
Stop having fun.
Yeah.
All right. So, that's pretty cool. Can we move on to the next part? Okay.
Sure.
So cool. Star Wars cool. We're gonna get our tickets for it. Quick things to talk about the video game section. Just some quick cleanup what we did last week. We talked about how Fortnite has ended. Well, Fortnite's back. But
of course it was.
Yeah, but of course, they got all kind of money. So the old map that they had before, gone, destroyed. That's it. Brand new map now. Got to relearn and got to pay more money for it and all the bullshit like that. But that's neither here nor there. That's not what I'm talking about. The biggest thing that happened this week with Fortnite actually came from Lady Gaga.
Oh, I heard something about that.
Yeah, because Lady Gaga went on Twitter and said, "What's Fortnite?" But she misspelled Fortnite.
She spelled it the right way?
Yeah, she spelled it the right way. The actually 2 weeks, that's what a Fortnite is. That's how she spelled it. So people just went fucking nuts. Lady Gaga, cancel Lady Gaga, all that shit. Like,
stupid piece of shit.
Right. So, remember that purple-haired fuck ninja?
No.
Okay, you probably don't.
Purple-haired
dude that got $1 million for streaming Fortnite. He's like the Fortnite person or whatever.
Did he like rape somebody or something?
Not him. I think it was the other guy. But anyway. Okay. Anyway, Ninja went on there on Lady Gaga's Twitter feed and he wanted to shoot his shot. He actually thought he had a shot at Lady Gaga. You're like, okay. Tell you what, Lady Gaga, I'm gonna give you my phone number. You can call me and I'll give you a reason to learn about Fortnite. Lady Gaga responded back like, who are you again? I'm like, it's kind of fucked up. But
she don't know who Fortnite is. She don't know who fucking this guy is.
But here's the thing, Eli. I actually looked this information up. Ninja actually has more YouTube followers than Lady Gaga does. Oh shit. Yeah, so it should be vice versa. Ninja might be asking, "Who are you, Lady Gaga?" What's a Super Bowl performance? I just thought that was funny. That's all. Like I said, I don't even play Fortnite. I just thought this whole news surrounding Fortnite is just funny as hell. That means we can move on to the next part of the podcast.
Sure.
All right, let's do it. So this is the part where we actually talk about the comic books because it's comic book bullies. And yes, my fraud alert on my account has been fixed, so I actually had no excuse. So I actually read comic books this week. And Eli, tell about your experience because your shop is shut down, so you actually had to get a new experience.
Yeah, I made a Comixology account. I'm on
sitting here laughing, man. Remember I said this shit 3 years ago. That's the future. And not Eli, Eric and I argue for fucking 20 minutes straight.
Yeah, for 20 minutes and shit.
For 20, I'm not even exaggerating because I took a snippet of it, put it on YouTube. It's fucking 20 minutes. Oh man. So yes, Eli, your transformation to the dark side is complete. Almost
not complete.
Complete.
I did go to the source and pick up Absolute Carnage and the X-Men. So I do have physical copies of those.
Okay.
But I don't get discount like that. My old shop, I had because I had a pull list, I got like a little bit of a discount because I bought so many titles a month and shit. But so yeah, that was a thing. I don't know if I'm gonna start another one up yet. I don't, like I said, I had a rapport with those guys, and but I went over there just to get the physical copies of a couple of books, and then the rest I just checked out Comixology. It is quite convenient, I must say.
When it works.
yeah, when it works, But
like I said, they're owned by Amazon. Amazon makes shit way too easy. You actually just press a button, it's done.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, instant buy.
Yeah.
Be careful, Eli, because I've accidentally pressed that button a few times. So I have a couple Squirrel Girl books in my pull list I haven't read yet.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I had, but I had the Marvel app, I had the DC app, so it's pretty much the same thing. Only I can read the newer shit.
You just newer shit. I wish that DC would actually, both DC and Marvel would sell the new shit. But I guess they have some maybe partnership with Comixology. They can't do it or won't do it, or I don't know.
Yeah.
Whatever. So, hey, can we actually get to comic books now?
Yeah.
Okay. So this week, I guess I'm gonna start it off, Eli. I'm gonna lead off with it. Well, we already know the first book we're gonna do. We're gonna do X-Men.
Get it out of the way.
Just get out the way. This is X-Men.
Get it out the way.
X-Men #1. Like I said, all the House of X and the Powers of 10, all that's done. Now we actually get into the meat of Jonathan Hickman's era of the X-Men. And basically what the book happens off is that they find the last Orchid stronghold on Earth. The X-Men go in there, invade it, fuck everybody up, free the kids. That's it. They go back to Krakoa, and the kids worship Magneto like he's a fucking rock star. They pretend like Magneto was the only person that went in there and just saved everybody. Like, Magneto, you single-handedly fucked those humans up and saved us single-handedly, and that one-eyed guy with the red beams in his eye, who the fuck is he? We don't know his name. He must be your sidekick or something. They don't care. So Magneto is just, liking the worship, because I think that's all everyone to be anyway. You can be worshipped as a god and everybody kneel before him. But Cyclops like, you know what? Magneto can do what the fuck he want to do. I'm going to go home. And he goes to his house, and he's at the Summers house. And the comic pretty much turns into like a sitcom.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a Summers family sitcom turns into Full House. You got the Summers family there.
It turns into an X-Men comic.
Okay, I know you saying this is soap opera. No, this is past. So this is past X-Men comic. This is like family drama. Before they, interact with each other, or it's like a soap opera. This felt like a sitcom. This felt like Family Ties or some shit. The brothers are arguing with themselves, and they got the dad, a gift, and they're washing dishes. And
this X-Men issue was filmed in front of a live studio audience.
Right. It was just like, okay, I've never read an X-Men book like this. I know they've all been a soap opera drama, but this is like a step further. So it's just like the family summer household. Everybody's there, and Wolverine.
Find out what happens when mutants stop being polite
and start being real. Now, here's the thing, Eli. Gomer has a theory. Okay.
Oh, shit.
We got to talk about it. Because everybody in that house is related except for Wolverine. So why the fuck is Wolverine there? And Gomer did some digging, or maybe he went online and saw some stuff like that. He pulled up some, like, they actually got a listing of the Summers household rooms and stuff like that.
Yeah, so, they got like the whole floor plan and shit.
Yeah, because Hickman was an architect, and that's his shit. That's what he does. So he has a floor plan of the X-Men floor plan, and for some reason, Wolverine, Jean, and Cyclops rooms are like right next to each other, and Jean is between them. Like Cyclops on the left, Wolverine's on the right, and they have like open flow where they can just come and go as they please. So, and
no shit.
Yeah, and plus, if you read Mr. Sinister's like notes in one of those other books before, he hinted at that Cyclops, Wolverine, and Jean may have a deeper relationship than everybody knows about. Like he says that in the book. So
they having like a threesome or something?
That's what the rumor is right now. That there's like a threesome, like a polyamorous relationship.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe. That's the thing. I don't know.
And that's a big deal, huh?
Well, because people want to deny it. You know, oh, that's not happening. Okay. Wolverine is so manly and masculine. He would never do that. So they just Men in Black just bleep that shit out their head. You know?
What I mean is, that's the big revelation of this book.
Pretty much, because nothing happens. It's Full House for the second half.
Nothing happens.
Nothing happens.
Nothing happens, but fucking Wolverine is. They're both doing Jean Grey.
Pretty much, that's it. I mean, like I said, I've heard rumors before back in the past that Wolverine was really trying to break them up because he really wasn't trying to go after Jean. He really wanted Cyclops. You know.
You see, this is why.
We live in a society.
Yeah. This is what always gets me with the X-Men, man. Yeah, man, man, Wolverine is just, man, okay. Choking on my own rage here.
Oh man. Overall, yeah, let's just move past it. Overall, I give the book I give it a 3 out of 5 because honestly, the family dynamic, I'm just like, this is still an X-Men book. Like, why are you throwing a birthday party for your dad? X-Men. I don't know. What about you, Eli? What'd you give it?
I guess I'll give it a 3 out of 5. I'm not completely sold on it just yet, but it's an issue 1. And yeah, it's an issue 1. Now that I think about it, did it really hook me yet? It's an issue 1. Shouldn't it like wow me?
Yeah, it didn't wow me, but I know Hickman had all these other setup books for this, but you think this X-Men 1 supposed to come out the gates.
Yeah,
and this just turned into the Cosby Show, the second half.
Introduction to the world and shit, and I already knew what was happening.
Yeah,
so you
figured, he spent all that other time explaining it to us.
Yeah, he set all this other shit up, and now this seems like it's just more setup, like he's setting up some more shit. And I know Hickman's takes forever. That's why, and that's probably why I'll read the second issue. If I'm not sold on the second issue,
I'm gonna make a confession.
Yeah.
I think I'm about to hop off the train. I know you. I know you looking at me crazy right now. But the thing is,
I was just doing it because you were gonna do it.
Here's the reason. Because not only is there an X-Men book, but there's also, and I'm gonna pull it up right now.
Yeah,
we have Marauders #1.
Yeah,
Excalibur #1.
Shit, yeah,
New Mutants #1.
X-Force and shit.
X-Force #1.
Yeah.
Fallen Angels #1. And then you got to continue to cycle, rinse and repeat. And I'm just like, come on, man. That's too much. That's too much. I can't. That's too much of an investment.
Yeah.
Like that's pretty much like if we reviewed every X-Men book, Eli, that would be the show. That would be the whole show. Like nothing else. No box office, nothing. That would just be X-Men. That's it. And I'm like, that's just too much, man. I can't.
Well, he's not writing them all, is he?
He's not writing them all. No, but he's like the showrunner.
Because I was thinking about Marauders. I was thinking about X-Force and New Mutants.
But the thing is, Eli, that it's X-Men, so you can't just read one book.
Yeah.
You read one, you'll be fucked. You won't know what the hell's going on.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's why I'm just gonna get off this train. I don't know. We'll see. He's gonna have to really he sold me on Powers of X and House of X because that was 2 books, 2 running issues, 6 issues. I could deal with that. This it's too much of an investment. I don't know if I want to jump into this stuff because I got other shit I want to read.
There better be that Jean Grey fucking Wolverine Cyclops sex tape in the next issue.
I'll buy that for $1.
Or 5, because that's how much.
Or 10, or whatever the fuck they're gonna sell it for. All right, I'm gonna let you go next. Whatever you want to do next.
Okay. Well, should I do Absolute Carnage?
Yeah, knock it out.
All right. So Absolute Carnage, number what is this 4? That's it.
We're moving.
Is it only 4? It seems like this. Well, maybe because of the tie-ins and shit. I'm reading all those other books. Well, not all of them. I'm just reading Venom and Miles Morales. But
they had an Avengers tie-in too.
Yeah, I didn't read that though.
Well, that's the thing. Well, I'm gonna let you finish. But the Avengers, you know, they kept saying about, oh, we got attacked by, we had to fight a symbiote a couple years ago, so like that. And I'm keep thinking in the book, like, okay, Eli, you know me, I've read every Avengers comic ever, right? Mm-hmm. I've never read a book where they fought the symbiote. So that's what that tie-in book was, the Avengers tie-in.
Okay, so they could fight one.
Yeah. So it's a retcon years ago bullshit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Right. So whatever. Okay, but
all right.
You go.
Secret Wars. Okay. Yeah. All right. So basically, what's going on? Absolute Carnage. We have Cletus Cassidy. He has been infected with the original symbiote host, the Grendel. He's going around collecting all the codexes, the DNA samples of everybody who has ever been infected by a symbiote, and he's collecting them and turning them. He's got himself a Carnage horde, and they're trying to resurrect Null, the symbiote god. So what's been going on? Venom and Spider-Man, they've been going around fighting this shit. They teamed up with the Maker, who has built this machine that will suck out all the codexes from the hosts. He's supposed to be destroying them, but is revealed in this issue that he's actually been collecting them. And last time, the Avengers showed up and were helping with the fight. Eddie Brock's Venom symbiote was like, you know what, Eddie, you ain't got the balls to do what we need to do. So I'm going to go to fucking Bruce Banner because, you know, Hulk can smash shit. So that was the last issue. So Hulk bonded with the symbiote, and that's what we pick up here. Venom, Hulk, and Carnage are beating the shit out of each other. They're waiting. They're waiting for the other heroes to snap out of it, because apparently getting the codex removed kind of incapacitates them for a while. So they need like 10 minutes before the heroes can, you know, kick ass again. So Eddie Brock grabs like Captain America's shield, and is that what is that? Is that Winter Soldier's arm or something?
I thought it was like an Iron Man arm or something.
Or is it Iron Man arm? Okay.
I guess I really wasn't sure. So.
He's got an iron fist or a star, so whatever. He's got like a fucking awesome arm that can electrocute shit. And he starts fighting the symbiotes. Miles Morales, who's been infected, fights him. And Eddie shocks the shit out of him. And, you know, cures Miles Morales, basically. And fucking, but then, while Venom, Hulk, and Carnage are fighting, Carnage sucks the symbiote out of the Hulk. So now he's like all fucking huge and fucking powerful and shit. Mm-hmm. And that's when Eddie learns that the Maker wasn't destroying the codexes. He was basically saving them. Mm-hmm. So he goes to the containment unit and goes, all right, motherfuckers, you know, come at me. Just fucking drop your loads all over me. So he takes all so all the symbiotes in that containment unit fucking bond with Eddie. So now we have fucking Hulk Carnage versus, you know, Legion of Venom or whatever. And that's where it ends. So it's on. And the next issue is the last issue. So that's where we'll see what happens. The big ass battle and shit. So this really picked up. I mean, the last couple issues, because you were dealing with the tie-ins and, you know, a lot of exposition and shit. This really brought it all together, and this just ran out the gates, and it's just action-packed and just dope. So, yeah, I'm loving this. This is a 5 out of 5. Fuck it. You know, this is I love this event. I'm into it. You know. I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5 only because I know they're building up and saving for the next issue. I know the next issue is going to just be a barn burner. So, yeah. I'm going to say a 4. To give room for the next issue. Yeah. But it was entertaining as fuck. I got to give you that. Yeah. The building up of they're basically. And plus, I like it that you don't have to read the tie-ins. You can still read it straight through. But if you want the tie-ins, that's cool. But you could read it straight through, and you can still figure out everything that's going on. Matter of fact, some of the stuff would be a secret, like, you know, that the Maker being full of shit. I didn't know that. Mm-hmm. I should have guessed that, but I didn't know that. Yeah, I mean, I just like that, you know, where Eddie gets, especially that part where Eddie gets all those symbiotes out of the containment unit. And
that shit was awesome. That shit was awesome.
Yeah, I'm as strong as the Thing. I'm as smart and strategical like Captain America and blah 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 blah.
And then to
that was
think
cool.
about it, it makes sense because that's how the symbiote got the Spider-Man powers. It leached the powers from Spider-Man and then gave him the venom. Because at the end of the day, it's a parasite. I was like, oh damn.
And it takes on the attributes of every host. So
yeah, I'm like,
so basically, Eddie's like full of all these superpowers.
Yeah, he's like got the power of the Avengers and by himself. Yeah,
by himself, and he's about to take on Hulk.
And that's when I read that shit, I was like, Donny Case is a fucking genius.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought that was dope.
So all right, I get the next book.
Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna do Flash Forward number 2. Now I could have did a whole bunch of other books. I could have did Superman versus the Klan and Superman Year 3 come out. I was like, jumped off the train. Spider-Man 2.
Oh, really? This you still reading that shit?
No, I jumped off the train. I'm done. I'm out. I wait till it hit DC Universe app. Spider-Man 2 with JJ's son. Like, nope, I'm out. So I decided to read Flash Forward 2, and holy shit, Eli, I'm so glad I picked this book. Okay, so this is the book where Wally West has to jump from multiverse to multiverse and shit like that, saving the multiverse. He's on Earth 23. Now, if you remember Earth 23, that's the Earth with the Black Superman. That's the President Black Superman. Calvin Ellis Kal-El, whatever his name is. He fights him, but apparently it's getting attacked by the dark multiverse. It's about to eat their planet also. So he has to, save their planet. But before he does that, he has to run off and do something because he got something from some guy named Temple something. He got something from a guy that he can destroy the multiverse with it. But since the multiverse is collapsing on itself, he's being stopped by 2 other super teams that think he's the one killing their planet. And these teams are called the Retaliators, led by American Crusader, and the Zen Men, led by this green shooting dude beam named Uni-Orb. So you can kind of get what's going on. It's a fake-ass Avengers and a fake-ass X-Men versus the Flash. So they're thinking like, oh, you're evil. We got to put a stop to you before you destroy our planet. And Wally's trying to tell them, look, I'm not the one that's doing it. I'm trying to actually save your planet. They're like, fuck that. Retaliators, reassemble, or some bullshit they say, to attack them. And the thing is, Wally beats the shit out of everybody. Takes out both teams, like, easily. Like that fake ass Iron Man rushes at him. He takes apart his suit before he can even know what the fuck going on. He just falls out of the sky. I'm like, damn. So the fake ass Storm and the fake ass Thor blast him with lightning at the same time and takes him down. And Wally's like, yeah, if it was any other Flash or any other speedster, they'd be done by now. But yeah, I can absorb lightning and throw it back at you. So he shoots them with lightning and takes them out. Just fucking them up left and right. And Colossus? Oh, the Hulk version, the fake ass Hulk. What do he call himself? Brute? I think it was the Brute or the Smite or some shit. Some big ass fucker. Hold on, I gotta find his name because his name was funny as fuck. Hold on, I'm gonna get this shit. Because everybody keeps asking who's gonna win, Hulk or Flash. Flash took his ass out so fast. Oh, here we go, found it. Behemoth. That was his name. He was blue. So he's like, Behemoth Bash. He's trying to like hit him, and Wally just like dies him like it ain't shit. He destroys the ground and like knocks the other retaliators down. And while he's doing that, Wally uses his beam that he got, and he, destroys the multiverse, goop that was gonna destroy the multiverse, shit like that. And they're like, oh shit, you actually saved us. And Wally's like, that's what I've been trying to tell you the whole time. I was trying to save your planet, and I wasn't the one destroying it. They're like, oh, okay. Then he just leave. That's it. So after that, Wally, then the Justice League comes with Black Superman. Black President Superman shows up with the Black Justice League, with Cyborg and Vixen and Nubia, not Wonder Woman, but Nubia, and Batman. Batman's still white. Because Batman is always Batman. And they say, well, since you're going to own this crusade to other multiverses, we can help you out, Flash. Like, nah, I got something to do. He just zips off, and that's it. And then at the end of the book, because Wally went crazy because he couldn't find his kids and don't think his kids still exist, right? We go to another multiverse where his kids are still alive, but they don't know he's alive and he don't know they're alive, and that's how the book ends. So yeah, fun ass book. Yeah, people wanted this Flash versus anybody. That shit's done because he beat the X-Men and the Avengers by himself easily. So. Yeah, I'm gonna give the book a 4 out of 5. I'm gonna give it 4.5 out of 5. It's just a fun ass book, man. I like the book. I probably won't keep up with the series, but that book was fun as fuck. So yeah, that's what I got.
All right. Let's see. Well, I guess should I do Batman?
Oh yeah, you did read
Since
Batman.
we're on DC.
Yeah, might as well.
I did read Batman. So Batman, City of Bane, Catwoman, and Batman are in Gotham, kicking ass, fighting their way through the city. And last issue, asshole Batman, Thomas Wayne Batman, had Damian captured, had him held hostage, about to kill him. Well, the Bat family shows up and starts beating ass, and that was really cool. They're like, capture him. They're like, you know what? We were gonna like just capture you and let Batman beat the shit out of you, but we took a vote and we decided, you know, we're gonna do that ourselves because Orphan. It was Orphan. She just said one word, Alfred, because he killed Alfred.
Right.
So they just beat the shit out of him. So while that's going on, yeah, so that's basically what's happening. Of course, Thomas Wayne basically escapes and is waiting in the manor, and Batman's about to show up, and basically we're the final showdown between Batman and Bane. That's about it. I like this. I was actually enjoying it. I thought it was cool. I liked seeing the Bat family kick ass. You know, Batman and Catwoman kicking ass through Gotham. It's just action. It was just all action. I enjoyed it. I know your boy, John Romita Jr.
Yeah, that's why I was like, nope.
But it's whatever. I thought it was cool. I actually enjoyed it. I enjoyed, this is probably the first Batman book I've enjoyed from the Tom King run. So.
Damn, I mean, he made like 80 books, but okay.
Well, I mean, like in a while. It's been a while.
Yeah, like, yeah, he sucks that bad?
Because I did drop it for, like, I stopped reading, like, back during, like, the Nightmare shit. Like, a year ago. That was, like, last year, wasn't it? Mm-hmm. That was, like, yeah, I stopped reading for, like, a long time. And then recently, because of the lead up to the end of this run, I started reading again. I barely knew what was going on. Oh, there was some reveal about, wasn't there some reveal about Gotham Girl's power? Was she got it from a version of Bane's Venom or something?
Oh, I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, I think they were hitting to that, you know. And I wish I could look at it. I gotta go. Yeah, I gotta oh yeah, it's this comicsology, man. I can't flip through the pages like I want to. But I think that's what happened. I think that they revealed that, and oh yeah, there was a twist where Clayface was disguising himself as Joker.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, so Clayface is a good guy now, right?
Yeah, he has been a good guy. Yeah, so that was kind of cool. Anyway, I enjoyed it. I give it a 4 out of 5. This was, like I said, the first Batman book on the Tom King run, the regular Batman book.
Okay. And his run is almost done.
It's almost done. It's just a few more. So.
Yep. I know you've been hearing the rumor about G3, G5, whatever it is.
G. No?
Yeah, you ain't heard about that. They're saying in 2020, DC is gonna do another Crisis.
Oh yeah, they're gonna like reset the universe and shit, and Batman's gonna be black and shit.
Yeah, Batman's gonna be black, and Jonathan Kent, Superboy's gonna be Superman, and I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Well, I know we talked about it before, but now I got some more details about it. They're saying that that's the rumor going around that it's gonna be another Crisis because they're calling it G5 because they're saying it's been 5 crises, and this is the newest crisis. Yeah. All right. Shoot, I guess I got to do Guardians, huh?
Sure.
All right, let me knock out Guardians. So this is Guardians, what, 9?
Is it 9?
Let's see. 10. I'm sorry, Guardians 10.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is Guardians 10. So basically what happens in this book is that last time we left off, Rocket, Moondragon, and Groot had found the Magus. But the Magus is a little boy now. And the Magus is basically saying the reason he's on this planet is because he was found by his old worshippers, the Universal Church of Truth. But they're good now. They're no longer evil. So to prove that they're good, they decide to prove that they're not evil by trying to kill the Magus. Because they're like, oh well, he's eventually gonna grow up to be evil anyway, so let's just kill him now. And they don't go the way they expect it to because the Magus is still the Magus. So he tells a story to Rocket, Moondragon, and Groot, basically saying, yeah, it was self-defense, but yeah, I had to kill all those guys. Yeah. And And Moondragon like, how do we know it was self-defense? He's the one telling the story. He might be making this shit up. He might be lying. Rocket like, I don't
This
care.
is funny. That was
Yeah.
actually funny.
Yeah, it was funny. Like Rocket like, I don't even care. He might be evil. Look, the Jason's got our team. We need to rescue him. He may be batshit crazy. We need him anyway because he's super fucking powerful. So fuck it, let's go. But Rocket starts, having seizures, collapse and stuff like that, and he's like, it looked like he's about to be done. And Rocket's like, give me to my suit right now. So that weird ass Gundam Transformer looking suit he had in the other book, they put him in the suit. He transformed, and he's like Robo Rocket now or something.
Yeah, the suit keeps him alive. Yeah.
Yeah, so he's got to wear the suit in order to stay alive now. So we cut back to the new Universal Church of Truth where Jason is over it, and Star-Lord is being choked up by Drax because Drax is back, but not the old Drax. Well, not the new Drax, but it's the old Drax. The old Drax is back. The one that looked crazy like Starlin drew back in the 70s. It's that Drax. So he's here, but they don't stop there. He's grown like a whole room of Drax, like Drax clones and stuff like that. So they all attack Star-Lord all at the same time, and Jason's like, fuck it, kill him. I don't care. But before they can do that, Moondragon attacks everybody's mind at the same time and just drop all of a sudden. And Peter's like, shit, do I have superpowers? Fuck, I do, But he didn't do anything.
Yeah.
So Rocket is just like, okay, drop him. Everybody calm down. Otherwise, I'm going to just blast this shit to Kingdom Come. So Robo Rocket goes down there. And Jason's like, are you going to kill me? And Megan's like, oh, no, we're not going to kill you. Before this is over with, you're going to bow to me. And he got the creepy ass Omen smile.
Yeah.
I know you seen the Omen. You're a horror fan.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So yeah, the son of Satan smile he's got going on right now, and that's how the book is. So yeah, pretty fun book. Easy breezy. Still 2 more issues left in this arc. I think Case is leaving this book too.
Yeah. No, I love this. This might have been my favorite book of the week.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed this.
Yeah, it just went by. It's like so had some stuff going through it. Megas, they need to keep him as a kid. Keep Adam more like as a kid.
Yeah, and that whole story, and they're like, they're like, this kid just killed everybody.
Right.
They're
like
kind of
calm as
freaking
fuck.
out. He's just sitting there drinking his hot cup of cocoa and shit.
Like he could have just made the bullshit up. Just like they don't care.
Yeah, so that whole thing was funny. I like when Rocket and the crew show up at the end and like, hey, we're you release our friends or we're gonna fucking kick your ass. And he's like, I'm gonna fucking you're dead. You started a war or whatever. And he's like, yeah, I was kind of hoping you'd say that. Prepare to be boarded, mother-fucker.
Oh yeah, that's right. They crashed the ship into the ship. I forgot that we got a new ship called the Bowie.
Yeah, the Starship Bowie. And they just like fucking kamikaze it through the.
Yeah, I forgot about that part. That part was awesome.
Yeah, they just show up and you were gonna bow to me and all that. I was like, oh, that was dope.
Because you can tell he's gonna be a problem.
Yeah.
Eventually, that's probably gonna have to deal with eventually. So yeah. Overall, I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5. I liked it. It was cool, easy breeze. But I just want to see where the story goes from there. Because I don't know what other conflict they have. Because it seemed like they won.
Yeah.
But that's my thing. So.
Well, they got a whole horde of Draxes to deal with.
True, but Moondragon took him out like nothing.
Oh yeah, I suppose that was just like we'll see.
Yeah. All right. But that's all I got. I'm booked out. So.
All right, I guess I'll do this. Something is Killing the Children, number 2. So this is a horror book by James Tynion IV, who will be writing Batman coming up soon.
Have you seen a picture of that guy?
Yeah, I follow him on Twitter. I should check my Twitter. I've seen him.
He looks like a Best Buy employee, man. That's the guy you're gonna get Batman. I don't know. He's supposed to look cooler, I guess. I don't know. He's like Frank Miller in the '80s or some shit. You look like you're supposed to do drugs when you play. You do a Batman book.
Everybody can't look like Greg Capullo.
I'm just saying. I think you should if you're gonna write Batman.
Drawn Batman, those fucking huge guns, drawn Batman and shit.
Right.
Flexing and shit.
Right.
Drawn the cowl. But okay, so Something is Killing the Children, number 2. Basically, there's a monster's going around killing children. In the first issue, we are introduced to, what was that kid's name? I can't remember his name. Anyways, a monster killed everybody, all his friends except him. He survived. No one believes him that it's a monster. and all these kids are missing in the town. And there's this monster slayer. I believe her name is Erica. She basically goes to that town because she's a monster killer, and somehow she knows what's going on. This issue, we get a little bit more sense of what's happening. She's there to investigate. She's tracking all the missing kids, kind of sort of triangulate the location of where this monster is. We're dealing with the town a little bit more, that Americana Riverdale setting of like most horror movies are at. My favorite kind of horror movies, small town horror where everybody knows each other, but there's always some sort of sinister shit going on. So yeah, that's what's happening. They're kind of suspicious of this monster slayer who shows up, and they don't trust her. And then there's a reveal at the end. This monster killer has been getting phone calls from whatever agency, like whatever, I don't know, the Avengers or whatever, and kind of checking in on her work. And at the end of the last page, we find out that the person she's talking to is some weird ghost octopus monster girl. So I don't know if she's alien or what, but yeah. So whatever organization that this monster killer belongs to, yeah, it's some weird shit happening. So I'm intrigued. I'm digging the book. I give it a 4 out of 5. I'm gonna read the next issue. I dig this shit. It's horror book. It's Halloween. Hey, yeah, that's all I got.
Cool. Okay. Oh shit. We done?
That's all I got.
All I got. Okay. We've done it. Okay. So if you listen this long, definitely like, share, and subscribe. Definitely listen to our sister podcast, Geek Sav. I don't know what they're gonna do. Eli probably didn't know what they're gonna do. I'm pretty sure he'll figure it out. Like I said, we also have Comic Cast. Like I said, all the books that we didn't feel like doing because we're lazy, they did them. So definitely listen to what they did, and definitely listen to how their opinion contrasts from us also, because that's always pretty interesting too. And get Valiant, they're losing their shit right now.
Yeah, they're gonna have a field day with this Bloodshot trip.
Right, so definitely listen to them. Matter of fact, I think I'll tune in this week. See what's going on with them. Hoodoo TV, Talking Balls, Instruments Instruction. I gotta say it's about Instruments Instruction. Okay, now we talked all the stuff about Martin Scorsese and Francis Ford Coppola shitting on Marvel movies, and then there's this meme going around where Orson Welles was raised from the grave and also shit on Marvel movies.
Oh yeah, it was like an article or something. Yeah,
that will not happen. I'm gonna tell you why that will not happen. Orson Welles is fucking Unicron. Look that shit up.
In real life.
He eats fucking planets. That's what the fuck he does. So if you want to make an argument about it, Orson Welles damn near created the comic book movie. Among Citizen Kane. I'm gonna do it, yeah. Which is better, Transforming the movie or Citizen Kane? And watch the internet eat itself alive with that one. Yeah. And I'm probably got some more podcasts. I forgot about them. Next week we'll do something else, maybe a Halloween special. I don't know. We'll play it by ear.
Oh, did you hear it? Oh, I was gonna say, Candyman is on Netflix.
Is it? I've never seen it.
Yeah. You want to do a commentary?
We can. Eli, I just thought about something. Okay. Now you know why I've never really seen any of these scary movies?
Because you're scared?
Yeah, black folks don't do horror movies. I realized that because somebody posted a post one time, and it was in like mostly black group and stuff like that. And people were like, "What's your favorite horror movie?" And everybody said the same thing. Well, I don't fool with that scary shit. I don't do. So I'm like, okay, so I'm not alone in this. Okay, but you know what? We can do a commentary on Candyman. It's Halloween. Why not?
It's Halloween, man. It's Candyman.
Okay, if I scream like a little bitch, we'll just edit that. All right. Until then, this is Leroy.
This is Eli.
We'll talk to you guys next week. Same bullet time, same bullet channel.
Cool.